brothers and sisters.
It is time to cover up your face.
For the Wheel of Time has news, and we shall dance the spheres with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
Alright folks, welcome back to the Daily Veil, the stabbiest news in all of Ranland. Today I have a very special video for you. I have been very lucky and I have received screeners for episodes 1 to 3 of season 2 of the Wheel of Time. So folks, I've sat down, I've had a look. I recorded my initial reactions for you, so once the episodes drop, I will be able to release those for you. I'll line them up with the episodes so you can see what I'm reacting to on screen as I react to it. But today I want to sit down and give you a completely spoiler-free reaction to the episodes in general. I'm not going to give any specifics about where they go, who people interact with, situations that occur. I'm going to be completely vague about everything, so don't worry, you are not going to get spoiled about anything that happens. I'm not going to be like, you know, they go to this country, or they interact with that person, or a prophecy is said, or, you know, people kill people, or, you know, animals appear, or anything. There's not going to be any detail. So don't worry if you don't want to be spoiled about the episodes and you just want to know my initial thoughts and reactions overall. Stick around, like the video, subscribe if you are new here to the Malkia Talks channel, because I'm going to be doing a lot of Wheel of Time content, especially over the coming weeks, but most especially this weekend on Friday, because the Dusty Wheel and I, the Innkeeper and I, have got together and we are producing Premiere Guide On for you. It's 27 hours of live stream. The Innkeeper is going to kick it off with a bit of live reaction to the episodes as they drop. He's only seen the first one. He could have seen more. He chose to stick with one. I totally get that. And then he's going to hand it off to me after they've done some initial thoughts and breakdowns between episodes and such. And then I am going to be hosting the after party, 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, or that's 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. here in the UK, if you're trying to keep track. And yeah, we'll just have a multitude of guests on. We'll be going through the episodes, just having a party and hype vibe about it. And then the Innkeeper is coming back and he's going to do like your nice deep minutia deep dive on the episodes and really break down some things for another 12 hours after that, folks. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So please stick around. Like I say, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can enjoy all that. But you came here to see what I thought about the episode. So I'm going to share that with you now. I'm going to kick it off with like an overall thought. And then I'm going to talk about a few aspects. Again, no spoilers, no details, but I'm going to give that to you. So firstly, let's talk about the episodes in general. They are a huge step up from season 1. I enjoyed season 1. It's got its problems. There are things that didn't work. Situations occurred that forced them to make changes. And it wasn't great. But overall, decent, solid first season. It was a fair place to start. I was happy with it. Season 2, it's like, as someone I have been talking to about it said, it's like season 1 walked, so season 2 could fucking run. And boy does it run, like it's brilliant. The first thing I want to point out is it's book 2 and 3 in 8 episodes, folks. It's not going to be a page to screen literal adaptation, but there are so many scenes delivered in those first few episodes I recognize from the books. Not necessarily delivered to the people they're delivered to in the books, or delivered by the people, or in the same place. But there's so many moments I'm like, that line is in the book. Maybe not said by that person, or maybe not said to the same person, or maybe not in the same place, but it's a line from the book, or multiple lines from the book. And the way the writers have woven those scenes from the 2 books into these scenes in the TV show with the characters they're using, beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm stunned by it. The writers need a big fucking pat on the back and a big fucking pay rise, because it is incredible. So many times I'm like, that's this scene. Oh, that's that scene. And it doesn't matter that it's not the character who does it in the books, because it's still the scene. It's still the moments. It's still the story. And I am absolutely here for it. I love it. I can't wait to see more of it. That's the thing that's winning it really for me at the moment, is the interweaving of the storylines from those 2 books into this season is just flawless to me. I really, really am excited. I'm intrigued to be like, who's going to give me what scene? How is this going to play out with other characters? And it's brilliant. It's brilliant. There are a couple of things I need to bring up where I'm like, I'm not sure I like that. Now, I'm going to be fairly critical. I'm going to be fair about my critical thoughts here. I'm not just going to be horrible for the sake of being horrible. There's no point in that. There's nothing constructive about that. And nobody likes something 100%. There's always something you're like, maybe we'll tweak that one. So I've got a couple of things I would love to see tweaked, which I probably won't see tweaked, but we're going to talk about them anyway. Not in detail though. So we were warned to gird our loins. There are a couple moments that are worthy of that statement, shall we say. And there's something that happens in one of the episodes that really I'm not sure I fully processed yet. I've only been able to watch that moment once. I will watch it again prior to Friday, and I will obviously watch it on Friday because they drop Friday my time. And it's I don't know why they did it. I'm sure there's a valid reason. I'm sure there's context going to be given with later episodes, but in the first 3 episodes, this situation happens, and it left me feeling a little gutted, to be honest. So if I just in those first 3 episodes and there was no more, I'd be like, that seems very unnecessary to have happened. But I'm hoping with the context of the other 5 episodes across the season, it's going to give me, a little bit more understanding around it. Will I ever like it? Probably not. It's always going to be something where I'm like, I wish you hadn't done that. But it might be something that logically I'm like, yeah, okay, I can get behind why you did it. It's also inspired me to launch a campaign, which again I can't detail because it will give a spoiler for the show. But after Friday, I'll figure out the campaign I'm going to do for this, and we'll have fun with that because why not? It's not a choice I would have made. And I'm just saying, I hope there's context given that makes me understand it, even if I never like it. So, and there was one other thing. It's just a choice of prop for a character that I just feel doesn't fit with the character. And it's going to be like the brooch from cold open of episode 8, season 1, or the headpiece Swan wears and we've seen in the trailer. It's probably going to be one of those moments where I'm like, I just don't like that. It doesn't seem to fit for me. In this case, it doesn't look bad. It's just a prop that I don't think suits the character. And again, that's as much as I can give without giving you spoilers. And I know when I recorded my live reaction, I commented on said thing. So you'll know straight away because I'll be saying it like, don't think that character suits that prop. And I'm going to leave that right there. So yeah, those are the couple things over the episodes that I thought I could be critical about. But those are my reasons for being critical without giving spoilers. Obviously, I'll detail them more heavily with spoilers once the episodes are dropped. So bear with me on those. In terms of pacing for the episodes, it starts off like it's almost like they were edited knowing they would drop 3 episodes, which I assume is how they were edited. So like episode 1, it's not slow, but when you compare it to episode 2 and then episode 3, it just sort of amps up slightly in a satisfying way, a very satisfying way. So the pacing works really well as a 3-episode drop. I think if we only got the first 2 episodes, then it would, there'd be an upgrade and, from episode 1 to episode 2, but it wouldn't fully pay off. And then you watch episode 3 and the pacing really pays off in that respect, or at least it does to me. So I'm excited about that and what it means for the other 5 episodes of the season. And then the last thing that I absolutely loved. Now, I thought the fighting in season 1 was great. The interaction with the Trollocs, all of it, all the fighting that we saw, it was really great. We saw some gruesome details. We saw gore. We saw, a bit of violence and stuff, heads and arms and things being sliced off, and all that sort of bits and pieces. But the fight choreography for season 2, that has jumped so much. There are, again, I can't give details because it would just be spoilers. So I'm just going to say there are some fight scenes in there where the characters are just, they're so effective and so brutal, and the timing of the fighting, like the choreography was brilliant, but it's been delivered by the stunt team and the actors in such phenomenal ways that, these characters are on screen and they're fucking badass. And they're confident while they're doing it. They're not fighting like, oh, I'm a badass but you know, I'm a badass that could also be beaten because the other people I'm fighting are badasses. Like, you know, they're both competent, these fighters, against each other. You know, these groups, and literally, I don't want to give details, but it's like they're deadly, they're brutal in a good way, and they know it. The confidence is just, and it really inspires you. It leaves you thinking that, along with some other moments that don't have to do with fighting, but just character interactions and things that are revealed, and you're just like, should I like this character? You got me questioning. I mean, it happened in season 1. Everyone's hot. Like, do I suddenly like? Wait, I don't like Book Alana, but Show Alana's hilarious. Do I like Show Alana? Do I like Alana now? Like, you know, oh my god, like this character's hot. Am I allowed to like them? They're evil. Shit like that's happening again, folks. But it's amped. It's higher. And I'm like, oh, do I have empathy for this character? Do I like that character? These characters, like, yeah. You got me questioning, Wheel of Time. Like, should I be liking these people? So yeah, it's just so great. I love it. I'm very, very, very excited for all of you to see episodes 1 to 3. They've also upped. Upped is not the right word. They've altered the color scheme, but not like changed the color scheme. There's something about the colors. You know, it's a little darker. It's a little less exposed. But it's not like Dark Game of Thrones, less exposed. It's a good level that they've done. There's something about the colors that just seem to, you know, be punchier without being in your face. So I don't know whether they've changed contrast. I'm not sure. Like, this part of it is not something that I'm familiar with. I'm sure Lauren from Unraveling the Pattern will analyze the shit out of that sort of stuff, because he's so good at that, and obviously it's what he does for a living. But there's something about the color grading and the exposure and the lighting that just, and the sets feel immense. So good. So overall, folks, I am absolutely pumped for the rest of season 2. These episodes have been amazing. I cannot wait for you to see them. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing my spoiler-free thoughts, my reaction, just the hype I'm feeling. I can't wait to actually talk details with you folks. And I'm gonna say it again, gird your loins, because they were not joking. Whether that be about just characters, places they go to, scenes, storylines being adapted, whatever, like, gird your loins, whatever you are concerned about, just go and gird your loins regardless, because there were a few things I was confident would happen that didn't, and wouldn't happen that did. And I'm just like, oh boy. And you'll see it in my reactions, because I recorded my live reactions to the screeners that I'll match up with the episodes, so you know, like I said, you can see what I'm reacting to as I'm reacting to it. So I got those very raw reactions. My patrons will get the full hour of reactions, and then I will release the shortened edited versions out, so that folks can you know, see the highlights of it. But yeah, just so much fun. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait for you to see it. I hope you love it as much as I'm loving it, and I'm just so excited to see what the other 5 episodes bring to us. So thank you so much for hanging around. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Like I say, there's going to be so much real-time content coming out. You'll be sick of me, but I'll keep doing it anyway because I love it. And until next time, folks, as I like to say, may you always find love, water, and gird your fucking loins. Bye.